من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين صدق الله العلي العظيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم اللهم إني أسألك برحمتك التي وسعت كل شيء وبقوتك التي قهرت بها كل شيء وخضع لها كل شيء وذل لها كل شيء وبجبروتك التي غلبت بها كل شيء وبعزتك التي لا يقوم لها شيء وبعظمتك التي ملأت كل شيء وبسلطانك الذي على كل شيء وبوجهك الباقي بعد فناء كل شيء وبأسمائك التي ملأت أركان كل شيء وبعلمك الذي أحاط بكل شيء وبنور وجهك الذي أضاء له كل شيء يا نور يا قدوس يا أول الأولين ويا آخر الآخرين اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تحت كل اسم اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تنزل النقم اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تغير النعم اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تحبس الدعاء اللهم اغفر لي الذنوب التي تنزل البلاء اللهم اغفر لي كل ذنب أذنبته وكل خطيئة أخطأتها اللهم إني أتقرب إليك بذكرك وأستشفع بك إلى نفسك وأسألك بجودك أن تدنيني من قربك وأن توضعني شكرك وأن تلهمني ذكرك اللهم إني أسألك سؤال خاضع متذلل خاشع أن تسامحني وترحمني وتجعلني بقسمك راضيا قانعا وفي جميع الأحوال متواضعا اللهم وأسألك سؤال من اشتدت فاقته وأنزل بك عند الشدائد حاجته وعظم فيما عندك رغبته اللهم عظم سلطانك وعلى مكانك وخفي مكرك وظهر أمرك وغلب قهرك وجرت قدرتك ولا يمكن الفرار من حكومتك اللهم لا أجد لذنوبي غافرا ولا لقضائه ساترا ولا لشيء من عملي القبيح بالحسن مبدلا غيرك لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك وبحمدك ظلمت نفسي وتجرأت بجهلي فسكنت إلى قديم ذكرك لي ومنك عليه اللهم مولاي كم من قبيح سترته وكم من قادح من البلاء يقلته وكم من إثار وقيته وكم من مكروه دفعته وكم من ثناء جميل لست أهلا له نشرته اللهم وعظم بلائي وأفرط بسوء حالي وقصرت بي أعمالي وقعدت بي أغلالي وهبسني عن نفعي بؤد آمالي وخدعتني الدنيا بغرورها ونفسي بجنايتها ومطالي. يا سيدي فأسألك بعزتك أن لا يحجب عنك دعائي سوء عملي وفعالي ولا تفضحني بخفي ما اطلعت عليه من سري ولا تعاجلني بالعقوبة على ما عملته في خلواتي من سوء فعلي وإساءتي ودوام تفريطي وجهالتي وكثرة شهواتي وغفلتي. وكن اللهم بعزتك لي في كل الأحوال رؤوفا وعلي في جميع الأمور عطوفا. إلهي وربي من لغيرك أسأله كشف ضري والنظر في أمري. إلهي ومولاي أجريت علي حكما اتبعت فيه هوى نفسي ولم أحترس فيه من تزيين عدوي فغرني بما أهوى وأسعده على ذلك القضاء فتجاوزت بما جرى علي من ذلك بعد حدودك وخالفت بعد أوامرك فلك الحجة علي في جميع ذلك ولا حجة لي فيما جرى علي فيه قضاؤك وألزمني حكمك وبلاؤك وقد أتيتك يا إلهي بعد تقصيري وإسرافي على نفسي مؤتذرا نادما منكسرا مستقيلا مستغفرا منيبا مقرا مذعنا معترفا لا أجد مفرا مما كان مني ولا مفزعا أتوجه إليه في أمري غير قبولك عذري وإدخالك إياي في سعة من رحمتك. اللهم فاقبل عذري وارحم شدة ضري وفكني من شد وثاقي. يا رب ارحم ضعف بدني ورقة جلدي ودقة عظمي. يا من بدأ خلقي وذكري وتربيتي وبري وتغذيتي أبني لابتداء كرمك وصالف برك بي. يا إلهي وسيدي وربي يتراك معذبي بنارك بعد توحيدك بعد من طوى عليه قلبي من معرفتك ولهج به لساني من ذكرك وأتقده ضميري من حبك وبعد صدق اعترافي ودعائي خاضعا لربوبيتك. هيهات أنت أكرم من أن تضيع من ربيته وتبعد من أدنيته وتشرد من آويته وتسلم إلى البلاء من كفيته ورحمته. ولا شئري يا سيدي وإلهي ومولاي أتسلط النار على وجوه خرت لعظمتك ساجدة وعلى ألسن نطقت بتوحيدك صادقة وبشكرك مادحة وعلى قلوب اعترفت بإلهيتك محققة وعلى ضمائر رهبت من العلم بك حتى صارت خاشعة وعلى جوارها سعت إلى أوطان تعبدك طائعة وأشارت باستغفارك مذعنة. ما هكذا الظن بك ولا أخبرنا بفضلك أنك يا كريم. يا ربي وأنت تعلم ضعفي أن قليل من بلاء الدنيا وعقوباتها وما يجري فيها من المكاره على أهلها على أن ذلك بلاء ومكروه قليل مكثوه يسير بقاؤه قصير مدته. فكيف احتمال لبلاء الآخرة وجليل وقوع المكاره فيها وهو بلاء تطول مدته ويدوم مقامه ولا يخفف عن أهله لأن فإنه لا يكون إلا عن غضبك وانتقامك وسخطك، وهذا ما لا تقوم له السماوات والأرض. يا سيدي فكيف بي وأنا عبدك الضعيف الذليل الحقير المسكين المستكين. يا إلهي وربي وسيدي ومولاي، لأي الأمور إليك أشكو ولما منها أضج وأبكي، لأليم العذاب وشدته حملة للبلاء ومدته، فلئن صيرتني للعقوبات مع أعدائك وجمعت بيني وبين أهل بلائك وفرقت بيني وبين أحبائك وأوليائك، فهبني يا إلهي وسيدي ومولاي وربي صبرت على عذابك، فكيف أصبر على فراقك؟ فهبني صبرت على حر نارك، فكيف أصبر عن النظر إلى كرامتك؟ أم كيف أسكن في النار ورجاء عفوك؟ فبعزتك يا سيدي ومولاي أقسم صادقا، لئن تركتني ناطقا لأدجن إليك بين أهلها ضجيج الآملين، ولا أصرخن إليك صراخ المستصرخين، ولا أبكين عليك بكاء الفاقدين، ولا أنادينك أين كنت يا ولي المؤمنين، يا غاية آمال العارفين، يا غياث المستغيثين، يا حبيب قلوب الصادقين، ويا إله العالمين، فتراك سبحانك يا إلهي وبحمدك تسمع فيها صوت عبد مسلم سجن فيها بمخالفته وذاق طعم عذابها بمعصيته، وحبس بين طباقها بجرمه وجريرته، وهو يدج إليك ضجيج مؤمل لرحمتك، ويناديك بلسان أهل توحيدك، ويتوسل إليك بربوبيتك. يا مولاي فكيف يبقى في العذاب وهو يرجو ما سلف من حلمك؟ أم كيف تؤلمه النار وهو يعمل فضلك ورحمتك؟ أم كيف يهركه لهيبها وأنت تسمع صوته وترى مكانه؟ أم كيف يشتمل عليه ظفيرها وأنت تعلم ضعفه؟ أم كيف يتقلقل بين أطباقها وأنت تعلم صدقه؟ أم كيف تزجره زبانيتها وهو يناديك يا رباه؟ أم كيف يرجو فضلك في إتقه منها فتتركه فيها؟ هيهات، ما ذلك الظن بك ولا المعروف من فضلك ولا مشبه لما عاملت به الموحدين من برك وإحسانك، فباليقين أقطع لولا ما حكمت به من تعذيب جاهديك وقضيت به من إخلاد معانديك، لجعلت النار كلها بردا وسلاما، وما كان لأحد فيها مقرا ولا مقاما، لكنك تقدست أسماؤك أقسمت أن تملأها من الكافرين من الجنة والناس أجمعين، وأن تخلد فيها المعاندين، فأنت جل ثناؤك قلت مبتدعا وتطولت بالإنعام متكرما، أفمن كان مؤمنا كمن كان فاسقا لا يستوون. إلهي وسيدي فأسألك بالقدرة التي قدرتها وبالقضية التي هتمتها وحكمتها وغلبت من عليه أجريتها أن تهب لي في هذه الليلة وفي هذه الساعة كل جرم أجرمته وكل ذنب أذنبته وكل قبيح أسررته وكل جهل عملته كتمته أو أعلنته أخفيته أو أظهرته وكل سيئة أمرت بإثباتها الكرام الكاتبين الذين وكلتهم بحفظ ما يكون مني وجعلتهم شهودا علي مع جوارحي وكنت أنت الرقيب علي من ورائهم والشاهد لما خفي عنهم وبرحمتك أخفيته وبفضلك سترته وأن توفر حظي من كل خير أنزلته أو إحسان فضلته أو بر نشرته أو رزق بسطته أو ذنب تغفروه أو خطأ تستروه يا ربي يا ربي يا رب يا إلهي وسيدي ومولاي ومالك رقي يا من بيده ناسيتي يا عليما بدري ومسكنتي يا خبيرا بفقري وفاقتي يا ربي يا ربي يا رب أسألك بحقك وقدسك وعظم صفاتك وأسمائك أن تجعل أوقاتي في الليل والنهار بذكرك معمورة وبخدمتك موصولة وأعمالي عندك مقبولة حتى تكون أعمالي وأورادي كلها وردا واحدا وحالي في خدمتك سرمدا يا سيدي يا من عليه معولي يا من إليه شكوت أحوالي يا ربي يا ربي يا رب قوي على خدمتك جوارحي واشدد على العظيمة جوانحي وهب لي الجد في خشيتك والدوام في الاتصال بخدمتك حتى أسرع إليك في ميادين السابقين وأسرع إليك في البارزين واشتاق إلى قربك في المشتاقين وأدنو منك دنو المخلصين وأخافك مخافة الموقنين وأجتمع في جوارك مع المؤمنين اللهم ومن أرادني بسوء فأرد ومن كادني فكد واجعلني من أحسن عبيدك نصيبا عندك وأقربهم منزلة منك وأخصهم ظلفة لديك فإنه لا ينال ذلك إلا بفضلك وجد لي بجودك وعطف علي بمجدك واحفظني برحمتك واجعل لساني بذكرك لهجا وقلبي بحبك متيما ومن علي بحسن إجابتك وأقلني أثرتي واغفر ذلتي فإنك قضيت على عبادك بإبادتك وأمرتهم بدعائك وضمنت لهم الإجابة وإليك يا رب نسبت وجهي وإليك يا رب مددت يدي وبعزتك استجب لي دعائي وبلغني مناي ولا تقط من فضلك رجائي واكفني شر الجن والإنس من أعدائي يا سريع الرضا اغفر لمن لا يملك إلا الدعاء فإنك فعال لما تشاء يا من اسمه دواء وذكره شفاء وطاعته غنى ارحم من رأسه ما له الرجاء وسلاحه البكاء يا سابغ النعم يا دافع النقم يا نور المستوحشين في الظلام يا عالما لا يعلم صل على محمد وآل محمد وافعل بما أنت أخلوه وصلى الله على رسوله والأئمة الميامين من آله وسلم تسليما كثيرا اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل.
Let's recite loud salawat for Brother Misa. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Now I would like to request Brother Asif Raza to come and recite Manqal.
على محمد وآل محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. درود پر محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. مرثیہ بسلسلہ شہادت امام علی نقی علیہ الصلوۃ والسلام پیش خدمت ہے. کس عمر میں علی نقی بے پدر ہوئے، بچپن میں دل پا چوٹ لگی نوحاگر ہوئے، یثرب میں جانشین شاہ بروبر ہوئے، یہ وارث بضاعت خیر البشر ہوئے، علم و عمل کو مان لیا شیخ و شاب نے، کیا کم سنی میں پائی بزرگی جناب نے، کیا کم سنی میں پائی بزرگی جناب نے، اے دور چرخ راہ یہ کیسا ہے خاموش کیوں رہوں کہ شکایت کا ہے مقام، رہنے نہ پائے چین سے اس طرح کا امام، قائم مقام اس کے ہوئے دشمن امام، فرزند پر رسول کے امت جفا کرے، پرسانہ جب کوئی ہو تو مظلوم کیا کرے، پرسانہ جب کوئی ہو تو مظلوم کیا کرے، وہ خلق کا مسیح ہوا صاحب فرا بے حس تھا جسم فرش پہ گویا
پڑی تھی
کنجے لاحد کی گوشہ نشیں کو
کوئی تلا
سوراخ دل میں تھے تو کلیجہ تھا
پاش
آتے تھے حال دیکھنے باشندے شہر پوتا رضا کا مرتا تھا صدمے سے
زہر کے
پوتا رضا کا مرتا تھا
میں سے زہر کے
ناگاہ عسکری نظر آئے ہمیں داخل ہوئے مقام آیا چہرے سے
تھی یا
پابند حزن چاگری باؤں بے
ہوا
دہنی طرف کھڑے ہوئے آ کر پہ
در کے پاس
کس حال میں ہے کون یہ ہے جانتے
نہ تھے
حضار انجمن انہیں پہچان
جانتے نہ تھے
حضار انجمن انہیں
پہچانتے نہ تھے
پوچھا کسی نے تب ہوا معلوم
سب کو
یہ ہے حسن جناب علی النقی
کے
ظاہر ہوا جو عمر کی جانب کیا
خیال
ہوگا قریب 20 برس کے یہ
خوش جمال
سمجھے اشارہ ہم یہ کلام امام
کا
ہے جانشین یہی شہ عالی
مقام کا
ہے جانشین یہی شہ عالی
عالی مقام کا
روتا رہا وسیع شہنشاہ
بہر و بر
طاعت وہ آئی سر سے اٹھا سایہ
پدر
میرے سے جنا کی طرف ہو گیا
سفر
ہے چھوٹا مسافر یسرف
رب سے یہ بھی گھر
گل پڑ گیا وفات غریب الوطن
ہوئی
سامان غسل کا ہوا فکر کا غسل کا ہوا فکر کا
فن ہوئی
کس عمر میں علی نقی بے پدر ہوئے
محمد و آل محمد صلوات
The loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. Let's recite a Fatiha for your marhumin, for the marhumin of today's sponsor, and for the marhumin whose name is on the monument of Zahra. Now I would like to request Maulana Hadi Yassin to please give his speech. Let's recite loud salawat. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali. Allah.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا حبيب قلوبنا وطبيب نفوسنا وشفيع ذنوبنا بالقاسم المصطفى محمد وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين واللعنة الدائمة على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى لقاء يوم الدين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. May Allah inshallah bless all of us, accept our amal. Inshallah bestow the irfan ma'rifat of month of Rajab to all of us, and let us have the opportunity to get closer to him, and inshallah accept our amal, recite la salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. First and foremost, I request and I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, inshallah, make this month of Rajab, best of month of Rajab of our life so far, inshallah, and help us to take advantage of this month. Every single moment of this month, inshallah, as an opportunity to improve ourselves and be able to get closer to Him. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as Rabb, that comes from tarbiyat, nurturing. He has different names, asma. Rabb is the one who do tarbiyat. The one who is in charge of tarbiyat and nurturing is the one who would provide opportunities for improvement, for learning, for tarbiyat, right? You are in charge of the tarbiyat and nurturing of your children. Therefore, you provide certain scenarios, situation, you do nasihat, you talk to them to teach them certain things, life lessons, spiritual perspective, financial. He provides certain opportunities and time for us in order to focus on our deficiencies, strength, and improve ourselves. If he doesn't designate a specific time with certain incentives and opportunities, we wouldn't probably take advantage of. Such as if we say Ruza mustahab, fastings are mustahab, whenever you want. How many people do you think would do the fasting, mustahab fasting? Sometimes, right? Because it's not wajib. Sometimes, in order to, so we do the same with our children. Teacher would do the same with his own, or her own students. Provided the specific time. Tomorrow, next week, we have a quiz. You need to study. Specific time, right? And those who get good scores, good grades, we're going to give them this and that and that. And these opportunities they don't come often all the time. And only comes once a year, such as month of Rajab. Maybe once in life, because we mentioned the opportunities of Allah only repeats once in life. This month of Rajab only happens once in our life. But the next one is different than this one. And we don't know even if this one is the last one, which is inshallah would not be the last opportunity of life that we have of month of Rajab. But we don't know how it goes, right? Therefore, wise people, believers and mu'minin, are those who understand the language of Allah. They understand the strategy of Allah. They understand how Allah works and how He tried to... when you have a new teacher, it takes time for you to get used to that teacher. Then when you get used to that teacher, you know the style, how he or she would teach, what are the way, how they test, right? You're familiar with your boss, your supervisors. The new ones, you're like, oh my God, it comes with a lot of things. But when you get used to the style of your supervisor, you understand how it goes. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, those who are close to Him, they understand how He works, how He helps, how He let us have opportunities. They don't let the opportunities bypass so easily. Take advantage of it. Tonight is night of Laylatul Raqaib. What does it even mean? Why even Laylatul Raqaib? Is tonight, for example, is, 2 hours more than last night or tomorrow night? Is something is coming from the sky? No, it's the same as every night. He made it a specific night. Behind the scene, we don't know in the aflaq and alam and universe what is going on. There might be something going on for certain nights, right? But indeed, he provides this as an opportunity for us. Night of raqa'ib. Meaning what? Hopes, wishes? No. Raqa'ib is willingness towards connection, dua, towards improvement, right? It's a night that we're so willing to spend on ibadat, on connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Of course, in return comes with his rewards, his, answering our du'as and everything. It is great if tonight we can, alhamdulillah, may Allah bless you, inshallah, today, inshallah, you fasted, and tonight we had the amal, alhamdulillah, salat and everything. You know this salat you just did? Although, there's some discussions about authenticity and so forth, that's why we said niyat raja. But the tradition says, at the day of judgment, when abd stands in front of the day of judgment, qiyamat, the salat comes in a figure of a very beautiful figure. And the person says, who are you? He said, I'm that salat in that year, in that month specifically, you perform me. And don't worry tonight. Don't worry now. I'm going to take care of you. This ahwalat of the qiyamah, I want to take care of you. It's good that tonight of Rajab is very important. If we can at least wake up sometimes during the night, you know what I think? I think if the principal comes and say, if the CEO, the supervisor comes and says, very bad example I'm giving. Comes and says, by the way, next week, Wednesday is an important day for us. It's a very, very important day for us, for our company. I want all of you guys to be aware of that and be active on that. How many of the employees would say, I said something? How many would say, no, that should be an important day? He is or she is a wise person. Let us at least be active somehow. Very bad example. When Allah, Rabbul Alameen, come and say, this day is an important day, at least let's do something to show that I understand you told me, so I have to do something different than any other days. So every day just came and passed, every night the same thing. I want to do something tonight to show at least that we're different tonight. Akhund Kashi, he was the Ustad of Hawza, he was Marja at his time. He was taking wuzu, before in the masjid or Hawza Ilmiya, they had a big pool, hose, right? They call him. What do you call him? Big pool of water, hose, mashallah, hose right? Hose, right? And they were taking wuzu. If you go to shrine of Imam Riza, you see a lot of big hose over there, right? Taking wuzu. He was taking wuzu. A villager came, an old guy came, started taking wuzu and splashing, oh mashallah, on him, right? He looked at him and says, what kind of wuzu are you taking? Marja, what kind of wuzu are you taking? This wuzu is not going to be accepted. He looked at her to Allah, he said, no, we don't have as much as knowledge that you have and ma'rifat you have. I don't know if my salat is going to. But I just came to take a wuzu and tell Allah, Ya Allah, I'm not against you. I'm not a rebel. I'm not taqi and yaqi. That's it. Marhum Kashi, as soon as he heard, he hit his head. He said, all tulab and students, all ulama come. He understood ma'rifat of Allah, not me. He understood ma'rifat. The intention behind salat is that I want to tell you I'm not against you. This is the entire ma'rifat of salat. He understood the ma'rifat of salat. So waking up sometimes, being able to show to Allah at night or during the day, whenever, tonight's night of Raqa'ib, night of Jum'ah. I just wanted to tell you I'm not against you. Then go to bed if you don't feel anything. Or just 2 rakat salat, something. Because you told me tonight is different. I want to show respect to you. I don't know what's going on. What's the difference? I don't know in aflaq what's going on. I trust you. I know it's different. I don't know if I can do the haqq of tonight, fulfill the. I just wanted you, right? Ya man yu'til kathira bil. Say it out loud. Ya man yu'til kathira, meaning what? Say it out loud. Say it out loud. You give a lot with my little amal. And now the shahadat of our beloved Imam Hadi alayhi salatu wassalam. The last three Imams, beside Imam Asr, all their lives together is less than 100 years. Can you imagine? Imam Hadi, 28 years. He was 8 when he became 28 years old. How much? Why the Khalifa to Rasulullah? Why they have army? Why they were afraid of a 28-year-old from the physical perspective? That they were against him. First and foremost, took him, sent him from Medina to come to Samarra. So he'll be under the supervision of Mutawakkil Khabis, right? Because he's afraid of Imam. He's 22-year-old. A 22-year-old come from what he has that they're afraid of him. Imagine from the perspective of a Mal'un Khalifa, right? A Mal'un king style. What does the person opponent has that he's afraid of? Does he have army? Does he have any specific physical power that he's going to be? No. Does he have any specific money? At the age of 28, he will kill this Imam. Because of what? Because of the mawqiyyat and because of the respect and maqam of this personality and how much people loved him. They were afraid of his social maqam and position. That they knew if he's somewhere like a magnet, people come around him. Read, please, the Ziyarah Jami Kabir. Said every time that the name of Imam Hadi alayhi salatu wasalam comes, and see the faraz and the important aspects of the ziyarah that he introduced. Who is Imam? In dhukr al-khair kuntum aslahu kuntum awwalahu wa aslahu wa far'a. In dhukr al-khair, any time, anywhere zikr khair comes, any khair, you are the first of that khair. Wa aslahu, you're the asl of that khair. Wa far'ahu, and your branches of that khair. That means your entire khair. This is khair ma'navi and ilahi, right? Any khair comes on the earth. Tafsir of that. Any khair comes to ibad. You are the beginning because of you. You're the asl of that, you're the far' of that. Because of you, khair comes. Any khair. In zukr al-khair. Imagine whatever khair comes to you. It's because of the wujud al-muqaddas of the Imam of your time, Imam Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam. Any khair comes. لولا الحجة لساقت الأرض بأهلها. If Imam, why always Hujjat of Allah should be on the earth? Not just for teaching them how to pray and what to do. Because the world would not, the kainat would not work properly without the existence of Imam Masum. It's necessary. It is important. The existence of this dunya, imagine the earth and the sky and everything, without gravity doesn't work, right? Take the gravity, everything will be, well, probably, explosion and everything will be out of the place. Without the Imam, who is the axe, who is the mihvar, and the asl of this world, nothing will properly work. Proof? Bring one era, one day on this earth since the khilqat of Alam that the Hujjat of Allah was not on this earth. One day, 1 hour. Find it. This is smart, like in Mu'min Qiyas. If you come, you understand there's the sunnah of Allah, you understand the language of Allah, the sunnah of Allah, how Allah works, right? You understand that's important. Therefore, inshallah, وَذَلَّ كُلُّ شَيْءٍ لَكُمْ. Everything is humble and humiliated in front of you guys because of the maqam of Imam. وَأَشْرَقَتِ الْأَرْضُ بِنُورِكُمْ. The earth being lit up by your light, your nur. This nur hidayat. And then that Mutawakkil Khabis come, he imprisoned. When he brought Imam from Samarra, from Medina, first he said, Ya Allah, please come, we want to. They were very cunning in front of others, like Ma'mun Khabis. Oh, we need you to be here. I miss you. I want to be close to you. Come here. Right? Why do you want to take Imam away from Medina, away from Masjid Nabi, away from his family, first and foremost? He took him, and then he brought him. When Imam reached Medina, reached Samarra, he purposely said, "Oh, you know what? Your area, your house is not ready." He left Imam for one day in a very low-grade Karwansara, we call it, right? Those areas, those places, such as inn, such as hotel, very bad hotel, very that they call it the Karwansara of Gedayan. It was for the beggars, very low-class people. He asked him, "Your house is not ready, so stay there," to humiliate Imam. So how fool he is, how big, out of mind he is, that he think he can disrespect Imam by having in this area. Oh yeah, he's not ready, so don't worry. He's not ready, bring him to your palace, way over there, to disrespect Imam. And throughout the time, Imam, one day he was walking in the street, one of the Shia come and he had to have a question. Imam says, "Don't ask anything, go, get away from me, because if they understand you're walking next to me, you're going to be in trouble." And they imprison Imam in his house. You know that Imam Hadi, Imam Askari, they're buried, and they're, they're in where? In their house. Samarra, when you go to Haram, is their house. Right now, when you go, this ziyarah that we went, I talked to the, Mas'ul of Ataba, that he was in charge of the Ataba, the shrine. He said, in the city, the owner of the Haram is Hujjat ibn al-Hasan al-Askari. His name is there. None of the shrines, the name is Imam Ali, no. Right? The name in the city is this house, because it's a house, it's not a shrine. This house belonged to Hujjat ibn al-Hasan al-Askari, Mahdi alayhi salatu wasalam. Because they're buried in their own house, and that house belongs to Imam of Asr. They imprison their house, not letting people come and go. But Imam is, the one you cannot imprison him and his power. وَمَكَرُوا مَكَرَ اللَّهُ وَاللَّهُ. Imam created, we call it Shabakiyya Vikalat. Shabakiyya means what? Network. Network of Vikalat. Wakil. Baghdad and areas, one wakil. The head, like the manager. Iran area, Hamadan and certain places, one wakil. Yemen, other one wakil. And they had a lot of representatives, right? So Imam was saying, "You're the wakil, main wakil, imagine the main marja of this area. Any money, any khums, you give to this wakil. Any question, you ask this wakil. If we have the maraja and marja'iyat, it starts from the Ahlul Bayt, not today. Not the time of Safavi, right? Imam says, anyone, because Imam cannot physically interact with people. And then the wakala, the big wakala, they will finding ways to send the money or questions or certain things to Imam. One time, one of the wakala was sending the khums money a lot to Imam. Imam sent a messenger, says, "Take it back. They're looking for it. Take it back. I'll tell you when it comes, when you should send it." And then he sent it later on, and so on and so forth. Imam is not the one you can imprison his imamat. You might imprison him. Imam is not the one when it comes to ghaybat. His power is in ghaybat. No. So inshallah, we will have the opportunity to follow their path and inshallah getting closer to them. Bibarakat salawat ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. So for the tabarruk and tayammun, inshallah, of our discussion, if you remember last year, which is a few weeks ago, or a few months, 2-3 months ago, we had the discussion of, we decided to have the tafsir of night of Jum'ah. And we were doing the tafsir of Surah Hujarat. We have 4 ayat left. We have, we have 4 ayat left that we should, inshallah, go through and finish the whole tafsir of Surah Hujarat for now, inshallah. Of course, not tonight, the 4 ayat. Maybe one of them, inshallah, we'll review. Remember, inshallah, Quran, specifically in month of Rajab and all month, are important. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. We were in ayah 14 and 15 indeed, and 14 and 15. Very quickly, as you can see, this is This is the ayah that we already talked about, just to bring the idea what we were talking about. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى وجعلناكم شعوبا وقبائل لتعارفوا إن أكرمكم عند الله أتقاكم إن الله عليم خبير. You can see this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you know, we have created you from male, female, different races and tribes so that you may identify one another. Surely the best of you is what? The one who has more piety and taqwa. Inna Allah alimun kabir. Very interesting. We talked about it, but we made you all these differences lita'arafu, so you may identify one another, learn from each other, get closer to each other. So we're here in this ayah. قالت الأعراب آمنا. I want you to think about the meaning, what comes to your mind. This is ayah 14. قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم وإن تطيعوا الله ورسوله لا يلدكم من أعمالكم شيئا إن الله غفور رحيم. The Bedouins, the Arab of some Bedouins, they said that we have come to believe. We are mu'min. We're the believers. Some of them, of course. Allah is telling the Prophet, tell them, no. قُلْ لَمْ تُؤْمِنُوا. No, you're not mu'min. You don't have iman. Instead of that, say aslamna. I want to make sure Allah doesn't say to me, if I say I'm a believer, Allah doesn't say, no, you're not a believer. You're a Muslim. We're going to talk about it. What is it? You're a Muslim. It's horrible. It's horrible that I say you're not a believer, you're just a Muslim. قولوا أسلمنا ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم. Iman didn't enter in your heart. No. If you obey Allah and His Messenger, He will not curtail or abstain, the reward of any of your deeds in least. No, He's not doing zulm to you. If you do, that means what? Obeying Allah wa Rasul. That means they are not doing it. So they're not part of mu'mineen and believers, right? Surely Allah is most forgiving, very merciful. My question to you is that, so give me some of the points that immediately comes to your mind based on this ayah. What do you get out of it immediately? What do you think about the messages of this ayah? Let's learn to do tadabbur in ayat of Quran, right? Pondering. There's no right or wrong things. Tell me whatever comes to your mind. Iman, where did you get that from? Ahsant. Yes, Iman comes with amal. Correct. Islam with amal is Iman. That means Islam with salat and namaz and roza is Iman. Someone sincerely just pray and fast, and the minimum comes with Iman. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Good. Yes, we have Muslims and we have mu'min, and these two people are different. Totally different. Tell you why. What else? Anything else comes to your mind? Sisters as well. Kim, say it. Good point. Not all Arab, not all Bedouins, because another ayah Quran says, وَمِنَ الْأَعْرَابِ مَنْ يُؤْمِنْ بِاللَّهِ وَيَوْمِ الْآخِرِ. There's some of them that they have Iman, Allah, and the Day of Judgment. Group of them, they're claiming this, which is a wrong claim. The first question I want you to ask is, what's the difference between Islam and Iman? And who can help me with it? What is the difference between Islam and Iman? Bismillah. Ahsan. Islam comes with tongue, saying it, a'adha, the body parts, praying, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. Salawat ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Islam comes with different, as soon as someone say this, someone might become Muslim because of, he got, in the mood. Everybody become Muslim and he's like, oh my God, so this should be something good. Let me become Muslim as well, right? My friends became Muslim, let me become Muslim. Yeah, some people become Muslim because of that. Some people become Muslim because of the financial aspects. Overall. Muslim, I heard, it's a better situation, it's a better network, and how it is, and imagine the Sadr of Islam, the beginning of Islam as well. Some because of the political reasons, Abu Sufyan. So if I don't become Muslim, they want to kill me. So political reason, at least I'll be, and they have the sabr, somehow we get the power back, right? Some people because of the scientific reasons, aqidah and knowledge. You're going to be surprised. What do you mean? He debate with someone, right? And it's like, you guys are right. Muslims are right. Any questions that ask Mawlanas, they're having the answers. So Islam should be good. But Islam never penetrated into the heart of this person. So that person truly, internally, by heart, doesn't believe in that. The only reason is, I don't have any other answers. So Islam should be correct. Iman comes with what? Deep, internal, qalbi, by heart, belief. That the person believes now in Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Right? Imagine, sometimes you might see a flower. Yeah, that's a flower. Sometimes you might see an art, a painting, right? Everybody goes, Some people who know what it is, when they see that art, the whole heart goes out. Oh my God, look at this, how beautiful. Others like, what do you mean? It's just few lines. You don't understand. The beauty is here. Everybody see Allah is beautiful, created this and that. Certain people, mu'mineen, they believe the beauty of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by their heart, right? Islam comes with just tongue, Azal, say it, what it is, right? But Iman is the true beliefs, is a deep belief about what the Aqidah is, right? What else? What are the other differences? There's still other differences between Iman and Islam. No, I know. But what are first, before we go there, what are the differences between mu'min and Muslim? Well, Muslims, they do it as well. Muslim, they pray. Muslim, they fast, right? So you go with amal. So what is the amal here? Complete submission. Do Muslim have complete submission in action? Exactly. Yes. And these people who just go based on this academic knowledge, they're looking for a way to get out of it. If the teachers in the university, the physics teacher, chemistry, come and says, who said that? Based on the khilqat of insan, revolution, so and so. Maulana, see? So it is right, Maybe they're right. Let's go after. If someone brings higher academic knowledge, quote unquote, they're going to follow that. Some people might become Muslim out of atifa, emotion, right? Oh my God, he might have seen Rasulullah smile at him. Oh my God, this is amazing. This is the Prophet of Allah. Is Rasulullah frown? And if Rasulullah scold him, he's going to go against Rasulullah. Right? Because that's the reason they become Muslim. Because of some reasons become Muslim. But Iman goes into the heart of the person. One of the intention, as we said, right? Islam comes with different intentions, but Iman comes purely for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the pure reward comes because of the Iman. Imam Sadiq ﷺ said, Islam comes with what? Someone become Muslim, marriage is going to be halal with them, right? They're going to be buried in the Muslim cemetery. Ahkam irs will be, fit for them, and they will be part of it, included. All this type of things, right? But the true reward for hereafter is not for that person. It's for the one who has the beliefs, who has the aqeedah internally. Another one, Islam is possible without action, but Iman needs action. Who can explain this? Is that true? How is it true? We have the hadith. Imam said, Islam doesn't necessarily need amal. But Iman needs amal. Ahsant, right? Someone says shahada without any amal. Right now, that person is Muslim, right? إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات. Iman without amal salih, impossible. Islam without amal, possible. You see now how the levels are? Someone might become Muslim because I want to get married, so they don't give me that girl, so I have to be Muslim, or that boy, right? Might be. For some of them, inshallah, that's an incentive, that's a good reason for them to do more research and so on and so forth, right? But that can be a reason. I know a person who married to someone who became Muslim. Not all of them, some of them, right? It's just an academic discussion, inshallah. You don't say, Maulana said all of them are like this, right? Just very, very, mashallah, practicing this and that. No. Years after that, the whole Iman, Islam, not Iman, the whole Islam, the Hafiz, right? Because that was an incentive reason. Iman, go away, right? Yes. No. That's Islam. When you understand, there's only one God. The Prophet of Allah is the Prophet of Allah. That's understanding. That goes academic. Iman is above and beyond understanding, is comprehension, feeling it by heart, right? That's the beliefs, which comes from understanding, by the way, but is way deeper than just me knowing there's one God. All Muslim, they know there's one God, right? Many reasons, and inshallah next week when we continue the discussion, I don't have that much time, we'll talk about it, what can bring Iman to our hearts, right? Another thing, hadiths, to tell you the difference, Imam said that, Iman is higher than Islam by 1 daraja. Piety, taqwa, is higher than Iman, another level, right? And certainty and yaqeen is higher than piety, right? So, and it's very rare to find someone with certainty. So, another thing about that ayah, قالت الأعراب آمن. The Bedouin says, we're mu'min. Don't accept any claims, come. We're so and so. We're so kind to you. Oh my God, give me your children. We're going to teach them beautiful things. Get this to school, inshallah, everything. Do not believe whatever claim comes to you. Be careful. Do your research. God knows evil intentions behind. Now you can see the school districts and education system, how horrible it becomes, right? You want to teach my children? Just stay away from them. You're going to teach them. You're going to be benefiting them. And if the wrong claims come, stay in front of it. Allah tells Rasulullah, stop them. No, you're not mu'min, you're Muslim. Everybody should they know their level. Do not go against, do not exceed, do not go above that. This is your level. Stay with that. Right? In any organization, everything should be clear. Here's the interesting part. Inshallah, 2 minutes, I'll finish. There's always a chance for improvement. Even to them, Allah says, وَإِن تُطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. Now, if you follow Allah and Rasul, none of your deeds going to be removed. There's a chance. Even to those who claim wrongly, there's a chance to do it, right? So, last one. Someone tell me. A mu'min is definitely Muslim. But a Muslim is not necessarily mu'min. Meaning what? She's saying I have to ignore you. I have to. Go ahead, sister. Inshallah, completed. They completed each other. Alhamdulillah. So you said what, Sister Asma? Ahsan. Ahsan. And then, Brother Asma, what did you say? You have to see both sides. They're going to go home. But not Muslim. Muslims are not necessarily. See? So are we Muslim or mu'min? I want all of us to think about it until next week, because I have different discussions about it. Now, what are the status of Iman and how can I practice to be mu'min in what way and so on and so forth, right? But the questions, if you can in month of Rajab, will be a great success and victory. Until next week, 7 days, next Thursday, think about this question. Am I Muslim or mu'min? Inshallah. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala Muhammadin wa ajjal farajahum. اللهم عجل لوليك الفرج عافية والناس ومد في عمره الشريف وزين الأرض بطول بقائه واجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره وشيعته يا رحمن يا رحيم ثبت قلوبنا على دينك بحق محمد وآل محمد. Hasten the ظهور of our Imam Mahdi. Us and our generation, let us be among the best of the followers of him. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman Rahim, make this month of Rajab, month of taqwa, month of iman, month of piety and certainty and yaqeen for us. Ya Allah, let us get away from anything that is against you and against your satisfaction. Ya Allah, Ya Rahman Rahim, those who are under difficulties, among specifically mu'minin and mu'minat, provide the best of opportunities for freedom and comfort for all of them. Those who have hajat and requests, my respected brothers and sisters, give them all khair hajat. Those who are sick, بحق Muhammad wa Muhammad, cure them at this moment. And those who passed away, send the thabab and reward Shab Jum'ah, Laylatul Raqaib to all of them. رحم الله من يقرأ الفاتحة مع الصلوات.
صلى الله عليك يا نبي الله. السلام عليك يا رسول الله. السلام عليك يا أمير المؤمنين سيد الوصيين. السلام عليك يا فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين. السلام عليك يا إمام الحسن المجتبى. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك ورحمة الله وبركاته. زيارة وارثة. السلام عليك يا وارث آدم صفة الله. السلام عليك يا وارث نوح النبي الله. السلام عليك يا وارث إبراهيم خليل الله. السلام عليك يا وارث موسى كليم الله. السلام عليك يا وارث عيسى روح الله. السلام عليك يا وارث محمد حبيب الله. السلام عليك يا وارث أمير المؤمنين ولي الله. السلام عليك يا ابن محمد المصطفى. السلام عليك يا ابن علي المرتضى. السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء. السلام عليك يا ابن خديجة الكبرى. السلام عليك يا صار الله وابن ساره والبتر الموتور. أشهد أنك قد قمت الصلاة وآتيت الزكاة وأمرت بالمعروف ونهيت عن المنكر وأطعت الله ورسوله حتى أتاك اليقين. فلعن الله أمة قتلتك ولعن الله أمة ظلمتك ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به. يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله، أشهد أنك كنت نورا في الأصلاب الشامخة والأرحام المطهرة، لم تنجسك الجاهلية بإنجاسها ولم تلبسك من مدلهمات ثيابها. وأشهد أنك من دعائم الدين وأركان المؤمنين. وأشهد أنك الإمام البر التقي الرضي الزكي الهادي المهدي. وأشهد أن الأئمة من ولدك كلمة التقوى وأعلام الهدى والعروة الوثقى والحجة على أهل الدنيا. وأشهد الله وملائكته وأنبياءه ورسله أني بكم مؤمن وبيا بكم مقيم بشرائع ديني وخواطري بعملي وقلبي لقلبكم سلم وأمري لأمركم متبع. صلوات الله عليكم وعلى أرواحكم وعلى أجسادكم وعلى أجسامكم وعلى شاهدكم وعلى غائبكم وعلى ظاهركم وعلى باطنكم. زيارة حضرة علي أكبر عليه السلام. السلام عليك يا ابن رسول الله. السلام عليك يا ابن نبي الله. السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك يا ابن الحسين الشهيد. السلام عليك أيها الشهيد وابن الشهيد. السلام عليك أيها المظلوم وابن المظلوم. لعن الله أمة قتلتك ولعن الله أمة ظلمتك ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به. زيارة أبو الفضل العباس عليه السلام. السلام عليك يا ابن أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليك أيها العبد الصالح المطيع لله ولرسوله. أشهد أنك قد جاهدت ونصحت وصبرت حتى أتاك اليقين. لعن الله الظالمين لكم من الأولين والآخرين والحقهم بدرك الجحيم. السلام عليكم يا أولياء الله وأحباءه. السلام عليكم يا أصفياء الله وأبداءه. السلام عليكم يا أنصار دين الله. السلام عليكم يا أنصار رسول الله. السلام عليكم يا أنصار أمير المؤمنين. السلام عليكم يا أنصار فاطمة سيدة نساء العالمين. السلام عليكم يا أنصار أبي محمد الحسن بن علي ولي الزكي الناصر. السلام عليكم يا أنصار أبي عبد الله. بأبي أنتم وأمي طبتم وطابت الأرض التي فيها دفنتم وفزتم فوزا عظيما. فيا ليتني كنت معكم فأفوز معكم. السلام عليك يا أبا عبد الله الحسين وعلى الأرواح التي حلت بفنائك. عليك مني سلام الله أبدا ما بقيت وبقي الليل والنهار ولا جعله الله آخر العهد مني لزيارتكم. All together. السلام على الحسين. على أخيك الحسين أبو الفضل العباس وسائر المستشهدين بين يديك، على الخصوص إمام علي النقي الحادي صلى الله عليك يا صاحب العصر والزمان. الأمان 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 العجل يا مولا. السلام عليك يا خليفة الرحمن. السلام عليك يا شريك القرآن. السلام عليك إمامنا وإمام الإنس والجان. سيدي عجل الله تعالى فرجك وسهل الله تعالى مخرجك، وجعلنا من سارك وأعوانك ومن المستشهدين بين يديك. والسلام عليكم جميعا ورحمة الله وبركاته. اللهم صل على